Tower has been destroyed.
An enemy has
Get tagged by another raw snipe. Thor just died to Fenrir in right jungle, so I assume Fenrir is kind of just hanging out. There he is, pops up on the mini-map. He's making his way left. Should probably call out retreat left lane. Does not look like I do that, because he came for me. Gonna portal. That was... I don't know if y'all caught that, but I beads. Oof. Oof.
Well, you're throwing.
I beads it, so I didn't go through it. As soon as my beads went off, then I went through the portal. Well, we're gonna clean this up too. Oof. Oof. Beautiful play. What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and this is the channel where we try to expand and share our Smite knowledge. Today we're going to be going over and reviewing Janus in the mid lane and Conquest gameplay. We're going to be going over his abilities, a decent build for him. Might not be the most optimal build, but it worked pretty well. And we're going to be going over some of the engagements and what went right and what went wrong. Okay, so to start, Janus's one is a portal that if you throw it on the ground and it hits an enemy god, it acts like a banish, sending them through the portal and they fall back down. Janus's 2 is his most damaging ability, where he has a very awkward caster that shoots 2 orbs that go out and then come in, go back out and then come back in. It's a very strange line attack, if you ask me. And then his third ability creates a rift that speeds up your allies and yourself, slows down enemies, and if you can damage an enemy god while they're in the rift, it will do bonus scaling damage. And then Janus's ult allows him to shoot a portal across the map for those long range snipes. And then for his passive, if you walk over your 3 or you go through a portal, your next ability is going to have 15% magic scaling on it. So to go over the build, we are going to start with the tier 2 of Kronos' pendant, and we're going to build a health pot and a mana pot. Got beads because of the Fenrir in the game and potentially the Anubis, but the main reason I got beads was for the Fenrir. I don't want him bullying me with his ult every single time he gets it. So right now, in the early game, we're just going to kind of stay back. Janus does not have the strongest early game out of all the mages. So we were able to get the raw right there, tagged him with the 2, so we did decent damage. We've already popped both of our pots.
I need the jungle buff.
So right now, our jungler would usually be in mid by now, but our Thor decided to rotate to solo lane. They're hitting blue now, so they're really behind in their rotations. So we just hit level 3, we have a point into all of our abilities. Unfortunately, we missed our 2 there. Janus's 2 does take a little while to get a hold of and aiming, but once you kind of master it, you're going to be able to do some really decent damage. And a lot of times enemy gods will kind of just walk into it. So this raw has high pressure. Thor made his appearance. Did not do much, so we're just going to clean up the minion wave and go for our damage.
I need the jungle buff.
Throw down the speed rift, that way we can get there a little bit faster. That was super unfortunate. Fenrir pops up out of nowhere. Thor locks me in, but he's going for it. Give him a speed. That was not the portal that Thor needed, so that was a bit of a misplay on me. The only really chance that Thor had of getting out of there was if I gave him a really good portal. I'm pretty weak myself, trying to hang around to get enough gold for boots, but let's see how that goes. 200 health is not a lot. either Raw or Fenrir to do some real damage to me. Okay, 40 health, time to go.
Be right back.
And probably up there's Fenrir. So what I could have done right there is, as soon as I saw Fenrir drop a portal on myself, there would have been a chance that he jumped, landed in the portal, took some damage, and I was able to get out. There's also a chance he would see me use the portal and then just wait for me to land and then kill me. 40 health was not a lot of wiggle room. Definitely should have backed on the farther side of that tier 2 tower, but that is okay. We are still in it. No reason to get too upset. Our early game is not the greatest. So we just hit level 5. We're going to be maxing out our 2 first, putting points into our ult when we can, and then we're going to be maxing out our 1, and then finally our 3.
Okay.
So damage is up. Probably going to head that way after this wave. Get raw sniped through the wall. Took out a decent amount of my health, but his ultimate is down, so that kind of works out. Sobek was there to help me get the red. Very nice. Let's see. I see that he might need some help. Also, if the Fenrir was going to keep chasing. Probably not the best ultimate in the world, but from what I saw, it seemed reasonable to cast it. If Fenrir was going to keep chasing, there was a chance I was going to hit it. And it also potentially gave Scotty a chance to get out if she needed it. Ra's going to back. I almost have enough gold for the boots that I would desire. Gonna clear this wave. So one thing I did notice about playing with Janus is I did not really feel comfortable hitting the harpies or side harpies as much. Whether that just be I didn't have the mana, thought I was gonna take too much health from the camp, or like lose too much health to the camp. I played pretty conservatively on going for the side camps. This Raw is using his heals aggressively. So we do have enough for boots. Couple more waves and we'll have enough for Chronos Pendant. The reason we are getting Chronos Pendant is because Janus really... Oh, here goes a Fenrir ult. Beads, get out of that. Got hit by a Raw ult. Teleport away. I should be good, but Fenrir did kill me last time, so I go back just a little bit. And the reason we are going Chronos Pendant after boots is because Janus thrives on cooldowns. He is super mobile on the Conquest map if he has low cooldowns and can keep portaling and throwing his 3 down. We're going for spamming abilities over the accuracy of abilities. Gonna ult. Thor went up, so he's good. That was just a terrible ult.
Team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Throw my 2 through the wall, and that is a... This Raw's hit me with 3 snipes in a row now. Super unfortunate. The beautiful thing about the 2 is it can go through walls, so you can kind of just chunk it, and then it has a very weird hit radius, so there's a chance you're going to hit somebody. They really have poked my tower out. Fenrir is behind me. Noticed that on the mini-map. I definitely could have tried to use a portal there. That's a Fenrir ult. The Fenrir ult into an Anubis ult, that's no fun. There we go, now we're starting to full clear wave.
Enemy missing middle. Retreat left lane.
So with Janus, you kind of want to hug the walls. That way, if you do get pressed, you can just turn, portal, and then get out. Looks like they're going for their damage. Feeling a little aggressive here. Gonna check, see if we can invade. They're not going for their damage. We're gonna see if we can rotate over and make a difference. Got some good poke. Kind of chunky. Gonna portal to reposition myself. I really want to hang out in the back line along walls. I got my one ability off. Relieved some pressure. Gonna go back mid, clean that up, try to maximize my XP. Raw's there, so we're gonna portal away. And we're gonna back because we have enough for Chronos Pendant.
Carry me, team.
All in all, we are off to a okay start. Raw has a level on me because he got a kill.
Enemy missing middle.
Or maybe, no, he didn't get a kill, but he was assisted in 2 kills. He's a little ahead of me. I do have a death, so I am a little behind, but we are going to deal with that just fine. Gonna go ahead and take this damage. Looks like Fenrir ganked solo lane. Or Thor. I have had better junglers, I'll just say that. With the speed. Try to throw the portal. Boom. We're chunking that raw. So that is good. Raw's gonna chase Thor to jungle. Gonna give him a portal. First time he uses it. So this Fenrir is looking to box me up. I'm gonna get to the back line while I wait for my 2 to recharge. Gonna send that out. Try to get some poke. I really don't ever want to be in range of Fenrir unless I'm casting an ability aiming at him. Portal misses, that's a little unfortunate. Landed some big chunky abilities on this Raw. So right now we have 30% cooldown, an okay amount of power. So our cooldowns are going to be really effective. We're going to be able to just spam our 1 and 3s. Enemy missing middle, so we're going to see if we can make a rotation over. Going to shoot the portal. Go up, throw the portal. Boom, that's an Anubis. And that's all she wrote. That's all we needed. So now we're going to make our way back. If not back, okay. Up, here comes Raw.
Cancel that.
Oh, I remember this play. I get some poke on him. Throw down my 3. Gonna run back towards tower.
On my way. Carry me, team.
Going to back. And next we are going to be building the Charon's Pendant. The reason we are building the Charon's Pendant is we want to start stacking it pretty early. We really want the movement speed from it. And it does have a decent amount of power and an okay amount of penetration. So with movement speed and cooldowns, we are really hoping to use our tactical awareness and positioning to allow us to really stay in the back line and avoid people, but then dive in whenever we want to get our damage off and then just get out. We're super squishy. I don't think we're building any health items to try to help balance that. I think we're really just trying to get our utility up by increasing our cooldown and increasing our movement speed.
On my way.
Your right tower is under attack.
Thor's in some trouble. Gonna see if we can help. And then right there, I used my 2 too early.
Your right tower has been destroyed. An enemy has
Get
been
tagged
slain.
by another raw
What are you even
snipe.
doing?
Thor just died to Fenrir in right jungle, so I assume Fenrir is kind of just hanging out. There he is, pops up on the mini-map. He's making his way left. Should probably call out retreat left lane. Does not look like I do that. Because he came for me. Gonna portal. That was... I don't know if y'all caught that, but... I beads... Oof. Oof.
Well, you're throwing.
I beads it, so I didn't go through it. As soon as my beads went off, then I went through the portal. Well, we're gonna clean this up too. Oof! Oof! Beautiful play. I beads it, so I didn't go through the portal right away. Fenrir did. Raw casting ability. My beads wears off. I go through the portal. The raw ability misses. Then I'm able to just peel off, shoot off an ult, tag both of them, get the kill on one, use the portal to go through the wall, and then cast another ability. And that was a very clean Janus play. So now we have enough for our Charon's coin. So we're going to start stacking that, and then the next item we're going to build is Divine Ruin.
An ally has been slain.
Left lane's pretty pushed up. We're going to see if we can rotate and relieve any pressure. Oh, chunks. Throwing out the chunks.
Carry me, team.
So Anubis wrapped us. Oof, we almost got him with that. Chiron's able to clean those up. I just needed to show up, relieve a little bit of pressure, do a little bit of damage, and the Chiron was chunky enough to get it. So you see, across map, somebody's pretty weak. Also, somebody might be able to use a portal.
An enemy has been slain.
Bad portal. Raw's not chasing, so we are good. But now that we have the Charon's pendant, or the Charon's coin, and our 3, we are starting to be pretty zoomy as Janus. Taking some chunks that we do not want to be taking. Oh, Sobek throws him back into R2. Sobek needs to get out of the tower. After he gets this kill. I'm sorry, Sobek. Probably not worth it, but you know, he got a kill. Thor is starting his rotation. I don't have a tower, and I'm getting pushed by 3 people. Sanctuary on cooldown. Portal. Unfortunate, I did not get that. And he's able to just get a basic attack on me. But luckily, my boy Preston Penn, it's Preston Penn, was able to be there and clean up the kill after me, so he avenged me. Did forget to mention that I'm playing with one of my homies. He is the Chiron in dual lane. The only person that I know that I'm playing with right now. So, we have died twice. The first one was definitely somewhat preventable, and that last one was somewhat preventable. I think I might have thought I had the tier 1 tower, which was a false sense of security. I definitely should have portaled through a wall a little earlier on. So right now I'm just trying to hang away from the fight and get damage off on enemies as they push my teammates. Using Nami. Unfortunately I miss it. Gonna ult, see if I can get this Thor out. I actually cast it a little too far behind him. So right there I wasn't really going for a damaging ult. Beautiful chunk. Beautiful chunk. Get tagged by the raw ult. I wasn't going for a damaging ult, I was going for a try to get Thor out of their ult. And I made the mistake of casting it behind him, so he would have had to turn into the team. I should have casted that really far in front of him. And then he might have been able to get out. So now we're 4-2-5, we're doing alright. They lost their dual lane. They just have the Raw and Fenrir, so I make the call to attack the Gold Fury. With my boy Preston Penn, so we're able to just clean this up. Get the gold. Gonna make our way back to our damage camp. So now we are ahead of the Raw in level. Our team is ahead in gold by about 5,000. Here's Fenrir. Am I gonna die? I believe so. Portal out. Yep, he gets me right at the portal for a second time. So Fenrir has killed me 3 times this game. Definitely made the right call in trying to, like, he's the character that's gonna get me. Oh, that Bologna. Yes. Bye-bye, Bologna. Get kill number 5. So I made the decision that, like, oh, Fenrir's gonna get me, I gotta avoid him at all costs pretty early on, and so far that has been true. He's been the one that's gotten me on all 3 of my deaths so far. So now, if Sobek would attack, we could definitely just get this tower. Ross just throwing out those ults. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Going to use our 3, get a little bit of movement. So it's a good thing I did, because the whole team crashed on mid.
Shut down.
I just completely missed Anubis with my 2. Throw the increased movement speed on Scotty. Chunked the Raw. So my abilities are just doing even more damage. So right now we got Divine Ruin. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet. Thor makes a very aggressive play in. Gonna see if there's anything I can do to help him get out. Looks like he's out. Put the portal down for him. But we are going Divine Ruin because they have Ra, who has heals, Anubis, who has heals, Fenrir has a slight heal in his kit, Bologna most likely is building Gladiator Shield, and Izanami is most likely building some form of lifesteal. So we're getting Divine Ruin just to reduce all of that. Beads, I get ulted so I have beads. For some reason I casted my 2 into the wall instead of using my portal. Using that 3, every time we use it we get 15% power scaling. So we just lost our red. Fenrir's here. Don't want to deal with that. Throw a portal for safety. Looks like there's a team fight, so I'm just going to want to hang out in the back. If they don't even see me, that's the best case scenario. I can get a lot of damage off without really being seen. Oh, the snipe on Izanami. What a beautiful snipe. Gonna portal up, get behind him, throw an ability, get some poke, and then peel back into the jungle while I wait for my abilities. Gonna do the same thing again. Go in, throw an ability, go to jungle. Does not look like they've noticed yet, so we're gonna go in the back way, get another poke off, use our 3 to get out. That is just like a good example of how you want to play Janus. You want to portal, get somebody, get to safety, use your 3 for cover. And that's why we want the cooldowns super low. We are only sitting at 30% when the max is 40%. But that is kind of okay because Kronos' Pendant has its passive where it removes 1 second off all your cooldowns every 10 seconds. So it's almost like having 40% cooldown. So we've got a decent amount of gold, and I believe the next item we're going to be going is Soul Reaver. Nope, what is it called? Yeah, Soul Reaver. Okay. Refresh our pots. We got Sanctuary for our second relic. There's 2 in mid right now. In terms of the map, we've got more towers down. We've gotten 1 objective to their 0 objectives. We are up 6 kills, up about 6,000 gold. All in all, the game's looking pretty good.
Carry me, team.
Attack the gold fury.
On my way.
Attack the
And we could probably even pull another gold fury. Oh, I made the call in game. They have vision, and there is a team fight, so we're going to move towards the team fight.
orbs in your face.
Good damage on the Fenrir.
An enemy
Scotty's
has
able to
been
come in and
slain.
clean that up. Thor's committing. So now we're just trying to keep pace with the team fight.
Double kill.
Our team cleans up.
am I so good
Thor
at
blocked me
game?
from my portal, unfortunately. So they only have the raw up. I think the call is gold. We could push one of the phoenixes. In fact, pushing one of the phoenixes probably would have been the better call, and then go for gold after we secure a phoenix. But we go for gold, and I think we're just going to disperse and go for camps.
Attack the fire giant.
And there we go. We're gonna make our way to Pyromancer. Get it started for the team. I have no form of lifesteal, so all of this damage is real damage that I'm not going to be able to sustain back other than my potions, so I'm going to want to pass it off to one of my teams. I haven't really discussed why we got Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is the equivalent to Heartseeker on mages. It's doing percent damage, it gives you a lot of power, and I believe they even added a little bit of penetration to it. When you're going for powerful items, Soul Reaver is just up there as one of the best items for straight power. The reason you don't pick it up super early is because it costs a lot of money, so getting that power curve from the item, you can really delay your power spikes early on by getting it too early. You're just sitting there waiting to complete it, and once you get it, it's one item and somebody else might be at like 1.5 items. Oh, the snipes! The snipes!
Calculated pain.
He's throwing our 2 off.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy phoenix.
Scotty comes in, starts the fight, does some massive damage. If she would have turned on that raw, he'd be dead already. I don't know why, what she's doing, but we're able to secure the kill, no problem. So right now that makes us 9, 3, and 10.
Carry me, team.
Preston Penn's able to secure a kill. So now we got 4 of us grouped up. We're kind of waiting for the Sobek to tank things, but oh no. Okay, we're fine. So Press Penn's just gonna tank it, and then their team's starting to come up. Send Thor through the wall. He does nothing with it. We're able to secure the Phoenix.
Team has destroyed a left enemy phoenix.
Orbs in your face.
Going to make our way back. Looks like Thor's still pressed up really high. We just did some serious damage to Izanami. They have 5 up, so I don't think we're going to be able to push in and win right here.
What are you even doing? Retreat.
Still kind of hanging out, seeing if there's anything I can
An
do to help
enemy
my
has
team.
been slain.
They all go down, so now I say bye-bye. Portal. That was a decent portal. A little risky going for these, but I think we're fine. I don't think their team's pushing that hard. They're in middle. I think I'm gonna secure the red and then back so I get back safely. I've also got a decent amount of money, enough to buy Rod of Tahuti, which for the rest of the video we are going to be calling Rod of the Booty. So we do not want to be taking basics from Bologna. That means we have positioned ourselves wrong, so we're going to reposition. Just chunking this Seanyb. Oh, super unfortunate. He stopped. He's kind of baiting a little bit. We're going to portal out, get to safety, hang around this corner, get a little bit of chunk.
Your left tower is under attack.
Anubis just took out our tier 1 on left, not an issue. The whole team is back. We're going to go ahead and back and pick up the Rod of the Booty.
Enemy missing left.
I guess we're not back, and we're going to hit some camps. We are already level 20. Now we're going to back. So back when we got that second Gold Fury and we had that team wipe, I think if we would have gotten a Phoenix and then gone for Gold Fury, we could have knocked like 5 or 10 minutes off this game. We would have just had a lot of high pressure earlier on. Right now we got the 2 Phoenixes, but all 5 people are up on both teams, so we're kind of just dancing around looking for that one team fight that's going to make the difference. And our team is so scattered that it's going to take a second for that to happen.
On my way.
Man, Bologna used to be such a good god. The items used to favor her so much, and then this season, the items just do not do her justice. Seanyb is able to get out. I should have just ulted. I would have killed her if I would have hit her. Am I going to do it? Am I going to go for the snipe? No. I'm not that aggressive. So hanging out behind my teammates. Throw the 2 through the wall in case anyone was trying to come around that corner. So Bologna is really far behind us. We're going to avoid the people pressuring us. Gonna go for this Bologna because I don't know what she's doing. I don't think I meant to step through that one. Anubis just melts somebody. Unfortunate. Easy kill. He was just pushing that one lane, not doing a whole lot with it. Almost get the snipe on Raw. I think I was trying to go through the wall, not under the wall, if I had to guess. Sobek gets a good pull. Bologna ults out. That's her ultimate down. Here comes the Fenrir. We want to stay away from him. Get some pokes from the back. We just chunked him. He's going to have to disengage. Right now we are winning this 3v3. He's able to get out. Scotty or Thor is pushing him. We use our portal to avoid Bologna's kill. Secure that, making us 11, 3, and 12. So hanging out in this backline is really turning out to be a good strategy. We're going to pick up damage. And the reason we got Rod of the Booty, now that we've got a second from the action, Rod of the Booty is just up. Hold on, we're going to kill the Seanyb. Snipe, 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 snipe. Oh, no snipe. Get out, get out, get out. Oh, Fenrir gets us again right as we're about to portal out. Okay, so we got Rod of the Booty. It gives you a lot of power, and it makes it to where if you're damaging somebody who's weak, it does even more damage. We sold our boots, so now we are sitting at 20% cooldown. Actually, that's not true, because the soul gem has cooldown on it. And we have made the mistake of not popping the pot, the movement speed pot that we bought. So right now we're actually moving slower than we should be. Nice, we're able to secure that kill. Fenrir is on our red. We're gonna see if there's anything we can do. We missed our one. Unfortunate. Our team's here. Is that gonna be enough? Yes. So soul gem is going to heal me and my teammates whenever I cast abilities. So right now we've got a lot of power, decent amount of cooldown, a little bit of movement speed, and we're doing % health damage on our abilities. So we are doing alright in terms of the build. Level 20. Everyone's level 20, so we are in the end game for sure. Probably been in the end game for about 15 minutes or so. Gonna portal out because I'm too weak. Going for Pyromancer after we secure the Fire Giant. So Izanami is pushing middle Phoenix. We're gonna see if we can sneak up on her. Tagged her for 1,139 with the ult. That is very nice. So now it's time for the team push, and I think we're probably going to win off this. They're man down. We all have Fire Giant. Nobody died yet. Hanging out in jungle so we can cast our abilities to support our teammates and do damage to the enemies. Throw the 3 out. Speed up our team, slow down their team. There we go, so it's just Anubis left. We're gonna get this middle Phoenix. Sobek with the Frenzy, that's what I like to see. I feel like Frenzy's almost never picked up as a relic. We're not even gonna worry about the left Phoenix because it's just Anubis. We're just gonna melt this Titan. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned anything, if you think this build might work out, be sure to give this video a like, and if you want to keep learning and expanding Smite knowledge with your boy Seanyb, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye bye.